All right, Mike here, back. Getting rest after HandyCon. Totally amazing event. I hope everybody enjoyed or tuned into the videos. Some people are asking how to do SEO on Handshake. We have an amazing team at Shadstone, our parent company, shadstone.com, or home.shadstone on Handshake. We also ported that over just to show off a little bit. We ported over our site. So you can check that out. We do SEO services for many years. Content creation is what we love to do. That's why we like Handshake, actually. So, and the team's like, I want to really get more involved with SEO and Handshake and SkyInclude. So I said, usually make these internal videos. Honestly, we have a lot of internal private videos, but I'm going to make this public for the internet. Put on mostly YouTube for now. Can't wait till there's a decentralized YouTube. Maybe there already is. I haven't found it yet, but it'll be there. Okay, so let's get into this. We started investing in Handshake in October 2020, 6 months ago now. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. And I've always been interested in the SEO or the optimization or the growth. I don't like to sit on domain names in .com or in the internet, as well as Handshake, although we do have quite a few. We're trying to build on these as much as we can. So first of all, what is Handshake again? We have a whole guide. You can go to skyinclude.com or setup.skyinclude/start, and we have video and extensive videos there. Of course, there's tons of other ones on the internet. Basically, it's decentralized internet naming system, or one of. There are a couple of others we've talked about, but we believe in this one the most. We believe it's the most decentralized option there is in the naming on blockchain. And we like to have true ownership of what we build, and that's what we like about it. We don't like to just rent a domain on a .com or on these other decentralized naming systems. We like to own what we have. I won't go into it too much. This whole blog is SkyInclude talks about it, so you can dig into that there. But basically, if you understand Bitcoin is money on the blockchain, think of Handshake as domain names on the blockchain. I know everybody thinks Bitcoin is blockchain, but Bitcoin is money on the blockchain. Okay, Handshake is domain names on the blockchain. That's the core. What's SEO? Search engine optimization is what I love. So many years. I just love people finding my content online without me having to spam them on Facebook and spam them. All this push. I hate pushing. I like inbound marketing. I like people finding, searching, looking for something that I offer or my clients or one of my businesses offers. They read it, they like it, they see the price, they buy it. That's what I like. So that's what it is. And honestly, there's not much difference between normal SEO and Handshake SEO. Honestly, it's just a different domain name, really. So I don't want to say it's easy or the same. I'm going to talk about it now. But essentially, it's the same as normal SEO. You create content. Hopefully, you create quality content for the user, not for the search engine, right? Same as normal SEO. And then you get links, or you get awareness, or you do that hustle and grind and BD outreach and get other people to know what you're creating and link to it, or share it. Basically, that's really all it is. The cool thing is, I think Google's not yet in Handshake. Hopefully, maybe this video, or maybe what we're doing, or maybe what you do will get Google to notice, but they're not currently crawling native Handshake domains yet. Of course, once that happens and the Google gods decide to include them, maybe enough people like you and me are building on Handshake, they will. But for now, they're not. But actually, I think that's kind of cool because there's a couple of different startups, entrepreneurs, developers making their own search engines, which we're going to talk about. So just understand the SEO you're doing in Handshake would be for these two search engines for right now. So Yahoo's knee, again, I think I have that one open already. This is actually on a DNSsite.com, so you don't need to. Maybe they have it. I think he's been putting it on Handshake, but this is the one I know. So you can do a search, Handshake, or enter. Show off a little bit. I used to be ranking, but anyway, I'm down. Our Handshake mercenaries got a decent amount of content, and we've worked hard on it. So there's some of them there. Also the Handshake Promote Conference. You can do some searches, okay? You can also see top rank websites. You can see this is us. If you're on, we have SkyInclude.com. We bought the .com after we bought the TLD, actually, on Handshake. Almost wanted to make sure I could do that before I bought it. Or it actually was gifted by Chris Moore, a friend, but before I even invested in building it. Excuse me. So, Sin Papeles, Fernando's, he's got tons of, his park sites, so he's got lots of people linking into it. And then our other SkyInclude, home.skyinclude. Anyways, you can kind of see some of these that are top ranked. You can also see top ranked TLDs, which I think is by links. SkyInclude here. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? Michelini's me. Mercenary. Anyways, some are inbound links. Okay, so that's Yahoo's knee. I hope I say that correct. Yahoo. And then HNS Search is a newer one. Andy there, he's also been on the HandyCon event. HNS Search. So he built it directly on, right on a bare TLD. I believe I need to do a dot with my resolver. You can, of course, do it with HNS.2, which is another developer made. And there's also a dark mode, which is pretty cool. Light and dark mode. But basically, this one, I would say, is the Google of Handshake, right? This kind of looks like Yahoo, and that looks like Google to me, right? So those are the two search engines, and their job as a search engine is to crawl and aggregate content. And I believe they don't have DNS or .coms in their search. I believe they're trying to only crawl and serve Handshake domain content. So that means you have to have a Handshake site to be found in these. I believe they could, of course, put in .com stuff, but they don't want to just be another Google, right? They want to be the search engines of the new internet, and I hope I can help them do that with this content and other content. Okay? So now you get it, right? I hope you get the basics, right? There's Handshake domain names like .skyinclude or .mercenary or your domain extension. And then, of course, there's SLDs like setup.skyinclude, handshake.mercenary, handycon.promote, right? So those are the names, and then they have content, and you need to make content on these, right? Domain names by themselves don't get into Google. I know some people have these squatted domains and they think will rank, but of course, real valuable, unique content is what will work, right? Maybe there's some of these kind of just parked sites or these D-link sites that just have a list of links are in there for now, but they're not going to last if you're just having a list of links, right? You got to have, this is like pretty good content. I mean, actually, Stephanie on our team will help me fix this. This is my rough notes, but this will be much better designed as titles and images and, text and bullets. So hopefully this is quality content that will get linked and read and, searched for. So that's what you got to do. So there's two ways you can do a Handshake domain or any domain, right? You could make new content, totally unique, that's only in a Handshake name. That's what we did with Handshake Mercenary. That's what we did with handycon.promote. We didn't have a DNS site. People needed to either, you can use HNS.2, which is, again, it's a developer that made this. Cool, new post. These are only on, but again, it's a little bit maybe hard, but you can put HNS.2, which is just a cool hack or service that somebody in the community built. So, sorry, I'm buzzing all over here. So you can do that, right? So let's get back. So basically, you can port your site, copy your site over, or you can create an original site. And we have tons of guides at skyinclude.com/blog or setup.skyinclude/blog. That gives you all these different, I'm trying to answer on Reddit and others. You can, of course, build a WordPress site. You can static site, any kind of site, right? You just point to your Handshake domain. Don't forward, but actually resolves or actually is hosted on a Handshake name, such as handycon.promote or handshake.mercenary. Of course, I'm plugging my own stuff, but why not there's not many out there yet. I hope you get more of them. So more of them out there will hopefully get more awareness and more usage. And that's what I believe, instead of just buying and flipping names. I believe we need to build. So, if we build more, like, these are only on there. One cool fact, jahan.handycon.org. And if you notice, it just forwards to the Handshake site with the HNS.2 at the end, so that people don't need to remember all of this. But it doesn't need that, right? It just needs this. Anyway, so you got to have sites on Handshake, right? So we're moving a lot of our sites into Handshake. So we're kind of having, I guess you can call it duplicate content, but it's two different worlds right now. So actually, I would love to just do Handshake only sites, and actually, I would love to forward my .com. I haven't done it yet. It's March 2021. I haven't done it yet, but I'm tempted to start forwarding my .com to a Handshake site. I think that's a little bit suicide right now, because it would kind of kill my Google ranking, because Google wouldn't index those. So I can't wait until I'm more confident and ready to do that. Because we actually have home.gfa now for global from Asia. So we put our whole site into native Handshake. We still keep globalfromasia.com, but if you notice, this is some of them are going to subdomains. We didn't update all of the links, but you can see the Tieshun interview we did. Notice it's here. See, so this will get crawled into HNS search, I hope, and Yahoo's knee. Okay, so basically you could also sound just like 1990s. You could submit a URL to them. Yahoo's lets you just put it in there. I don't see one in HNS search, so they're more kind of get found. I think he's got so much. I told him actually, Andy, there, not to really work on SEO stuff for us yet, to focus on the user, but he could build a Google Webmaster Tools search system so that we can submit our URLs and sitemaps, but that's not built yet, and I don't think that's important in March 2021 yet. Just got to get people to build. Post on Handshake Mercenary, post on Namer News, news.namebase, which is a new one. News.namebase, you could submit your Handshake name, and that, well, this isn't a Handshake domain. I would believe if I'm a search engine, I would want to be finding it. So here, you can go here and submit a site. Okay, and that will get crawled. And, maybe build your own sites. And then once you have some of your sites, you link to other sites in your own network, or other people link. It's back to the old school link building. I don't think I'll be so worried about linking them all together, because they just want to get crawled. I think search engines just want to find sites right now. It's not like Google SEO. Basically, and then just keeping quality content, keeping the site up to date. Obviously, don't get hacked or spammed or offline. And keep marketing. It's not a one-time and you're done, just like SEO for Google. It's not of course, there's on-site and getting content there, but you should keep updating the site, keep building links, awareness, sharing on social, the same kind of stuff. So again, this is super early, there's just not even enough sites on Handshake yet, but I believe in this. I'm extremely excited about this community, obviously, even though we got involved with the events and all this content. I believe it's the future. I mean, there's other potential domain names on the decentralized internet that are existing, we've talked about, but I believe this is going to be the winner. I love the idea of actually true ownership. I don't have to rent or buy from other markets, and I can set up my own domains, or I could sell them or whatever. So I believe in this. And I believe, if anything, the earlier you're in, the earlier you can benefit. So thanks again. See you in the next video. I'd love to hear your comments or guides as well. Thank you.